What's good, Creative Fam? Brandon Washington here, and we're going live. We're going live today. One, to celebrate the new 25 days of Christmas giveaway. Really excited about this. As you guys can see back there, my good friend Jarrell / team member is
Hey, what's up,
working with
guys?
us. He is mic'd up. Jarrell, I'm gonna cut back to your camera. Just let the people know who you are, because probably most people who will see this maybe haven't met you before. They didn't see you in like the podcast. I know we're working on the podcast, so just know that that's coming soon. But Jarrell, let the people know who you are.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jarrell. I help Brandon with the CFA and putting together this 25 days of Christmas. So it has been so cool. Literally just like dreaming up, giving away so much gear to get in your hands for this Christmas season. And so just really excited to be a part of this and to see who wins some awesome stuff. So, Brandon, we've been talking about the 25 days of Christmas like everybody knows,
Yeah.
but maybe everybody doesn't know. So what is the 25 days of Christmas?
Yeah, so the 25 days of Christmas is kind of like this crazy idea we came up with to really just try to get back this holiday season. As a lot of people know, like on my YouTube channel here, I get the opportunity to give out a lot of advice and techniques when it comes to filmmaking. And then like the next step of that has always been the Creative Fam Academy for us, which is our online platform where we teach and we educate. But this is sort of like a way for us to go even one step further. And especially with it being the holiday season and it's really about us being able to get back, we decided that we wanted to try to give away a free piece of gear to somebody every single day during the month of December from the 1st to the 25th, hence 25 days of Christmas. And so literally we want to try to make every day feel like Christmas to somebody. And so we're really excited to announce that this is happening. Now, just for anyone who hasn't signed up or who doesn't know about this, we do have the 25 days of Christmas link down below in the description of the YouTube video. Also, this is something that we're doing for the first time, but with our Creative Fam Academy platform, we have the ability to actually go live within the platform. So this is sort of our first time testing this, but we should be currently going live on YouTube and inside of the Creative Fam Academy platform. Now, I'm gonna be honest, we didn't really tell anybody that we were doing this, and that's because we still wanted to be able to try to figure this whole thing out. And so if you are here and you are on this live stream, one, we're really excited to have you here. I'm trying to pull up the chat now so I can see who's all in here. Looks like we have quite a few people slowly rolling into the chat, which is great. But ultimately, the whole purpose of the 25 days of Christmas was really just to make this holiday season special. We're going to be doing live streams. We're going to be obviously giving away tons of free gear, and we're going to be having a lot of fun throughout the entire month. And so if you haven't already, you definitely want to make sure that you are subscribed here to the channel. You also want to be following me over on Instagram, because that's actually where we're going to be posting our daily winners. So every single day, we'll also be announcing who's winning. But also, as you guys probably saw this morning over on Instagram, we're going to be posting what we're giving away each day. And Jarrell, I know you're really excited about a lot of the giveaways, so I'll let you tell them a few of the items that you've seen that we're giving away, and you can show them that one. They know about that one. They know about that one. All right. I'll let you tell them a little bit about some of the stuff we're giving away.
Yeah, just in case you're not on the Instagram and you didn't see the post today, which I know Brandon said this, but turn into that post, because you're going to know at the beginning of each day what's being given away for that day to be able to sign up. But this day, and the camera's not included, all right? But today we are giving away the Zhiyun. Which model is this, Brandon? It's the Weebill 3S.
Yeah.
It's the Weebill 3S. So this gimbal, camera not included, is going to go to someone today. So if you have not signed up for the 25 days of Christmas, go ahead and sign up. Dude, this one's so cool. Like, you were kind of showing me this feature on this gimbal that literally when you lean forward, it's got this like hand rest right here.
It's called the wrist rest. And
wrist rest.
And like, if you have to say that thing like 5 times fast, you're gonna get in trouble. But it's got this wrist rest action. They had it on the original Weebill 3, but this one is much better because like you can actually like adjust it. It's way easier to adjust it. It's a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, but it's a pretty dope gimbal. I'll let you continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. So when you go into this this flashlight mode that they say like on the Ronin, then literally this rest right here, literally, I guess it's more ergonomic. And so yeah, I love shooting. I love this feature. It makes it so much easier to shoot, especially weddings or real estate for longer times with this. But yeah, this is a really cool gimbal. Do you know the payload on this, Brandon?
So that's the crazy part about this gimbal. Like the Weeble, both of them, this one and the other one. Should I tell them? I think I should.
Yeah.
I should tell them.
Yeah.
Because we're okay. I'm just gonna let you guys know because you guys are here on the live stream. We're actually giving away a few gimbals throughout this month, and we're actually giving away both versions of the Weeble. So, but the nice thing about those Weebles is that their payload is like somewhere in like the 14 to 15 pound range, which means that it's gonna be totally fine being able to handle a Canon R3. You could have like obviously the big body DSLRs or mirrorless cameras with a pretty significant lens on it, and it works without any problem. And so right now we currently have, that's the R7 with the 14 to 35 lens, I believe, on there. And it obviously balances that one easy because that's a pretty light package, but it is a fantastic gimbal. Now, I do want to quickly show off some of the people that are showing up here in the chat and just say hey and welcome to the live stream. I mean, I'm currently using this program. It's called StreamYard, which allows me to, you know, have people pop up. So like, for example, we got some holiday wishes coming in. So happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. Kyle's obviously excited. I know you commented on one of the posts as well, and so thank you so much for that.
Hey, Brandon,
yeah.
Pull up the comment on the CFA. The person having problems with the code.
Is that WebGrapher?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Hey, we're gonna give you guys a hint, okay? Because we have the CFA.
Yep.
And the CFA, you're able to get some extra entries if you're a member of the CFA. But within the CFA, we have a special place that you can go to get those entries. We didn't want to broadcast it out like crazy because we wanted to make sure that only CFA members got it. But Brandon, tell them where they can find it.
Yeah, so pretty much to kind of like clarify what Jarrell was kind of saying, like obviously as some of you guys know, we do have the CFA, which I talked about earlier, and that is a paid program. It's where we teach filmmaking, video production, things like that. And the members of the CFA not only gain access to all of my training courses, and we're talking like the full wedding training course, we're talking about the full real estate course, we have a full guide on business, and then we have like a bunch of episodes of job shadows, which are literally following me behind the set. Like when I go on set and I shoot for clients, they get access to all of that content, but they also really just help make all this possible. Honestly, like, I mean, this business and with my YouTube and video production, like they help make everything happen. They help make the YouTube videos happen. And so as a way to give back to the members of the Creative Fam Academy, we gave them some special entries. Now, I understand, Webb, that you're saying that you're having some issues finding the code, and that's kind of on purpose. And that's because technically the only way to access or get these codes is to be a paying member of the Creative Fam Academy. And so the way you actually go about finding them is inside of the Creative Fam Academy, we have our community tab. Now, if you've downloaded our app, which I'm sure some of you guys have done because that gives you access, but on the app, you can go into the community tab, and up at the top, there's the option to switch to different channels. And we have it inside of the Creator Pro channel. And this is where the code is. I don't want to say it obviously on this live stream because for the members who signed up for the Creative Fam Academy, this is your extra, what did we give them? 20 entries? I think we gave them 20
additional entries.
Yeah. So 20 additional entries. And so Jarrell's also going to type up this information and go ahead and throw that in the chat as well. But yeah, for anybody who is a member of the Creative Fam Academy, and you are trying to get those extra codes, it's going to be in the community tab, and it's going to be over underneath the Creative Pro channel because you have to be a paying member in order to actually get access to that channel. If you don't see that channel, that means you're not currently a member, and so that's why it's there. That said, throughout the month, we do plan on releasing some extra codes, some that are going to be specifically for members of the Creative Film Academy, and some codes for non-members. We played around with this idea of hiding codes in YouTube videos that we have coming out this month. And so if you watch some of the YouTube videos coming out, you'll be able to get some extra entries and stuff like that. So we're really excited. We're going to have a lot of fun this month. I want to shout out a couple other people who've been hopping into the chat. Just want to say hey to everyone who's in here, from one Brandon to another. What up, B? We got another Brandon in here, like Brandon Marsh. There's a lot of Brandons on here. So really, really excited about this. Bob, he says, thanks for doing this. No problem. Like, honestly, like if you actually go back on my Instagram, you can see like 4 or 5 years ago, even, some of you guys maybe don't know, but the November 28th, a couple days ago, was my birthday. And every year for my birthday, I actually try to do a giveaway or give back in some manner. It's just something I've done every year and I really enjoy it. I don't really publicize my birthday. I'm not a big birthday celebrator, but I do love to give back. And so realistically, this has just been kind of like, fun for me just to give back. But this is definitely the biggest giveaway we've ever done. Like, I've never done anything this crazy. Logistically, it's crazy. The amount of gear I had to get my hands on was kind of crazy. But we're really, really excited about this.
So Brandon, it looks like MacArthur Beard is wanting to, he needs a Z Cam, an F6 or a C70. We don't have one of those to give away, but it might be good time to talk about our big grand prize giveaway. What do you think?
Okay, yeah, we can definitely talk about it because I'll talk about it all day long. So as some of you guys maybe know, if you've been following the channel for a while, about 4 or 5 months ago, and Jarrell actually helped out on this project a lot, but we got a chance to do an awesome project on the Komodo X. And at the time, we were just sort of like, we had the camera on loan. Now I actually have the camera, and it was a really great project to work on. But I enjoyed the camera so much that I wanted to figure out a way to sort of like get this camera into the hands of other creators, like let other people gain access to it. Cause I know for me, like when I was starting my journey in video production, I wanted to shoot on a Red, like really, really badly, but renting a Red was super expensive. Buying one was insane for me at the time. And I just knew that like, if I got a chance to shoot with it, shoot some spec projects, I could really just help like level up, even if it was just my demo reel or do a spec project, something along those lines. And so because I've gotten a chance to shoot with the KX and I've made a couple of videos about Red, I've been able to sort of develop a really decent relationship with them. I was able to talk to them and say like, hey, I'm doing this 25 days of Christmas. Is there any way we can work something in? Now, giving away a full-fledged Red Komodo is kind of nuts. And so what we talked about was, how do we get this camera into the hands of some creators, right? We have a bunch of gear that we're giving away, but how do we get the Komodo X into the hands of more people? And so this is where I was able to talk with Red and say like, can we do a long-term loaner program? Can we do something where we can just get somebody a Komodo X and not only get them the Komodo X, but also get them the knowledge and the education around it? And that's exactly what we've been able to do. So thanks to Red, and obviously there's some logistics with the winner. We'll go through all those details, but we're really excited to be able to say that we're going to be able to get a Komodo X into the hands of one lucky winner this holiday season. And not only are you going to be able to get the camera for a while, but you're also going to be able to take a part of Reducation, which is a virtual, but they also have in-person one. So if you're based in like, California, you could definitely take it in person. They said they'll figure out how to make that work. But if you're not based in California, don't worry. You can take it online. And Reducation is really awesome because it's a 3-day class and it literally walks you through everything Red. And the best part about this, honestly, this is probably even more fun than just understanding the camera. But like, you really get a chance to understand how Reds work, how to expose them, how to shoot with them, how to handle post-production, how to find the workflow that works best for the camera. So that way, when you get the Komodo X, you're going to be able to get the absolute most out of it. And so again, I'm saying this right now. I'm going to say this a couple of times throughout this live stream. If you have not signed up for if you have not signed up for the 25 days of Christmas, we do have that linked down below in the description. so that way you can sign up. You don't have to pay anything to sign up, and there are quite a few ways for you to get some additional entries. So I want you guys to sign up. The whole purpose of this is to give this stuff away. I told Jarrell this at the beginning. I was like, look, we're going to give away all this stuff. Let's try to let the whole world know about it, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who could absolutely benefit from some free gear. So let's make sure everyone knows about it. So also, just so everyone knows, during this live stream, if you guys have questions, feel free to sign them off into the chat. We're going to be answering questions. Jarrell's looking through the chat right now. So that way we can answer any questions that people may have as we go.
Yeah, definitely. And the cool part is Red is a major sponsor, but we also have some other sponsors for the 25 Days of Christmas. So let's just take a moment to talk about who else is involved, because I think that this might, be very helpful for you guys as you guys are thinking about your next year and some of the things that you may need for your filmmaking journey. So one of the big ones is Music Bed. So Brandon, tell them a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we are very happy to say that Music Bed has agreed to partner with us in order for us to give away not 1, but 2 year-long licenses. And if anyone here has ever been looking for like music for their videos or have had to pay for some of these licenses from different companies, you know how expensive music is. And it's hard to like purchase a lot of different services because those subscriptions add up really quickly. And so we're really excited that over the course of the month, we will be giving away 2 licenses to Music Bed, which I personally love. I love their music. I've been using it in my videos for years. And full transparency, like, yes, I go back and forth between different music providers because I'm always looking for the right song. But don't get me wrong, having a free subscription to Music Bed definitely would make things a whole lot easier. And so I'm really happy to say that Music Bed has agreed to work with us in order to give away those 2 licenses. So hopefully somebody here in this chat, maybe somebody who's going to be creating a lot of videos. I mean, that's the whole point, I think, is that like every single giveaway item that we're giving out throughout the entire month is going to have a direct impact in a creator's journey, I believe. Like at least that's the entire purpose for us, is to find pieces of gear that are going to have direct impact and make a difference for somebody. So, yep, I believe that's awesome. I think that it's really cool that we have, that we're going to have so much like just amazing opportunities to get back this holiday season. Travis, thank you so much for that comment. Let's see.
Oh, also Travis is up and he asked a question. Which glass do you like better, with the Komodo EF or RF? And just me personally, through my limited use of the Komodo, dude, that RF glass, that new RF glass is insane. Like I just bought the 28-70 f2 and it has become my instant favorite lens. What about you, Brandon?
I think for me, I'm just a huge fan of the RF mount over everything else. With the RF mount, you just have so much flexibility. I have an RF to PL adapter. So I've been able to throw PL lenses on the Komodos. I also have the EF adapter. And then obviously with the RF mount with that short flange distance, you can just put pretty much almost any kind of lens on there and not really have any issues. Now, obviously, I find that especially now that Red has been doing a lot of updates to the camera. Like for example, there's a new update on the KX where now it actually has face detect autofocus. Now, full transparency, that part is still in beta, but the face detect autofocus in my experience has been really, really good. And so that works specifically with the Canon RF lenses, the photography lenses. And so, using those lenses, I have found that they work really, really well, especially in a compact running gun setup. That said, I know I made an entire video about it, but those IRIX lenses are still, they have my heart right now when it comes to the cinema side of things. Those are, well, so they come in both formats.
Okay.
You can get the IRIX lenses in EF or in RF. But yeah, those are, I mean, they just, gosh, they look so good. Like all that ballerina footage we shot in that video all came from those IRIX lenses. And so,
yeah, if you haven't seen the KX video, definitely go look it up on the channel. We did so many things. Like we did car scenes. We put it on a literal FPV drone. We shot dancers. What else? We used the virtual wall. There's so many different things. That was such a cool project. So if you haven't seen the KX video, definitely go on his channel and watch it. It's an awesome video.
Yeah, it looks like my good friend Brandon Talbot, who's in the chat right now. He's saying that the RF 15 to 35 is money on the KX. You know, I 100% would agree with that. I personally bought the 14 to 35 F4, one more so for size, but I'm sure with that 15 to 35 having image stabilization, it's a really solid deal. And so yeah, so I would love to know any questions that anybody else has about the 25 days of Christmas. Jarrell, I know that like a lot has gone into like sort of like executing this and sort of like just like our whole premise behind it. I'd love for you to tell them a little bit about like why why they should get in. Because I feel like some people here maybe haven't signed up yet, or maybe they're not like really 100% sure as far as like how the giveaway is going, or like, do we have the actual gear? You've seen all the gear that we're giving away, right?
Oh,
Actually, I think you just stole something. Hey, is that's supposed to go back in the box?
I was just grabbing it to show them.
Okay, I'll let
Yeah.
you show them.
Let's talk about the heart behind the 25 days of Christmas and why we're doing this. So 10 years ago, when I started, more than 10 years now, when I started in my video production business, like funds, it doesn't matter how big you grow in video production, funds become limited. You only have so many things that you can buy. And so I started off with, the Canon T2i and a 50 1.8. And I was already shooting weddings and I was shooting photos of different things. And there were so many different things that could have helped me along in my journey, but I just didn't have the money. And so I had to build it up. And so as Brandon and I were thinking about the beginning of our filmmaking journey, we're just like, man, how can we help creators with things that they need to accelerate their business? So is it lighting? Is it gimbals? Is it, is it software? All these like different things that can help you really just kind of take that next step in your business. And so obviously with Brandon creating the CFA, to be able to give you the education part of it, we wanted to kind of complement that by just giving out some gear that can help you just really do everything that you want to be able to do next year and kind of inspire you in that way. And so that's the heart behind the 25 days of Christmas. We have so many awesome things that we're going to give away. If you haven't signed up, it's free. Like we obviously are offering, more entries for our members, but if you are a person that just came along this post and you have no idea, anything about Brandon, and you have no idea about the CFA, that's totally cool. If you go to the link that's in the description, you'll be able to sign up for this giveaway absolutely free. You can follow some accounts, you can subscribe, get more entries, and that'd be awesome. And then every single day, we're going to give away a piece of gear. If you were just joining in on the live stream and you don't know what we were giving away today, we're giving away the Weeble 3S.
Got it?
Right here.
There it is.
And so, yeah, it's an awesome gimbal. I think it's off right now. It went to sleep. But anyways, camera's not included. But yeah, we're going to be giving away this. And absolutely, this is an incredible gimbal, bag, all the accessories with it. Really awesome. And so, yeah, if you're not signed up, like, hey, we're not going to twist your arm. Like, if you don't want free gear, don't worry about it. But if you do, man, we're going to be giving away something away for the next 25 days.
Yeah, and that's really, I think, what it's all about for us is making sure that you have the opportunity to win that free gear. Again, it doesn't make sense for us to give away a bunch of stuff if nobody's there to give it to, and we want to make sure that people are getting it. Now, here is sort of like I'm going to be just a little bit more transparent here. The more people that we actually have signing up for the giveaway, the better the gear actually becomes. And this is one of the reasons why we've really been pushing for you guys to share, is because we actually still have some spots open and we're having some conversations with some more brands to try to get more stuff in. Like ultimately the goal is to build the biggest snowball, because I just want to get you guys as much free stuff as I possibly can. And so if you have friends who are creators, who are filmmakers, and they haven't signed up for this giveaway, or if you have a friend who you're like, oh, they could really use X, Y, and Z, send them a link. let them sign up for the giveaway, let them get in, because we're literally using this right now. We have the entire month of December to try to keep padding in the amount of stuff that we can give away. Because even though we have 25 items, the truth is that, and Drew, have we said this publicly, but like we're giving away more than the 25 items, because we're gonna have some days where you can we'll pick 2 winners, because we've already been, like, I personally went and found 25 items that I was going to give away. But then when the brands get involved, we're actually going to be giving away more items on those days.
Yeah. And so some of those brands are Red, Angel Bird, Music Bed. Anybody else?
Moment has jumped on as well.
Very cool. Yeah.
So we have some really awesome brands that we are working with, and we're really excited and really thankful that they have, hopped in order to help, and they see the cause behind the mission. But I know that there have been some really important questions that have been coming through the chat. And so I want to quickly try to go through some of these and answer them. Because I know some of it is like, this has been a question that we've been getting a lot. And so internationally, how are we handling the international portion of the giveaway? And a lot of this just comes down to logistics. So the truth is that when it comes to international, our giveaway right now is going to be Canada, the US, and the UK. And this is mostly has to do with shipping. Now, that said, I have had some questions that have popped up in the release video that we did where we talked about where we talked about the giveaway, that like, well, what if you have somebody based in the US that can take the product for you and then ship it to you? We are totally fine shipping it somewhere in the US, and then you can then obviously manage having that person ship it to you. It's more of a logistics thing on our end, and more of like where we can actually ship to.
We love all our international people. And if shipping and customs was an easy thing, like, because basically when somebody wins something, we are going to send it to you, and we want to make sure it gets to you. We don't want it to get caught in customs or cost hundreds of dollars to be able to get to you, and then maybe you never receive it. And so that's the thing. It's not like, oh, we don't care about our international people. But in our research, it was just too hard to be able to get products to you. And so, like, say, if you have somebody that can receive it on the US, Canada, UK side for you, and then ship it on to you, then absolutely, maybe we could figure something out that way. But we can't ship international.
Yeah, and that's just sort of like where we currently sit. Now, that said, that doesn't mean that that's going to be it forever. We're working on ways to try to work around that, especially for future giveaways. But we are going to try to work in other ways to try to get our international audience involved. And so we're workshopping that as a team right now, whether that's software or giveaways on future live streams, things like that. We're going to be doing our best to try to make sure that our international audience, because trust me, guys, like, I wish I could ship stuff all over the world. It just logistically is just not possible, but we're going to try to figure out a way to work around it. So I have heard all the requests for international. We are working hard as a team in order to try to find that solution. All right. There was another question in here.
They're wanting to know about some entries, Brandon.
Who is it? Let me see if I can pull up their comment.
It's I think it's Maddie's Media.
Maddie's Media. Let me see.
Yeah, they're just basically wanting to know, do I enter once? Do I enter daily? What does that look like?
Okay, so Maddie, that's a fantastic question. And this is the other reason why I'm like pushing people to sign up so hard right now. You actually only have to sign up the one time, and you are entered for the entire month. And that just means you have a better chance at winning something. The truth is that like you could possibly like win on day 1, and then you could also win again on like day 15. We're not limiting the number of times that you can win to just a single win. We're allowing you to win twice. And so here's the best part is if you win day 1, you're still entered possibly to win that big giveaway at the end, which will ultimately be the Komodo X use. And so someone's talking about the Sony blanket. As you can tell, I'm not affiliated with any particular brand. Ironically, this camera that I'm shooting on right now is a Z8, and then Jarrell's
What?
camera.
Did he just say Nikon?
Jarrell's camera is the Canon R3. We're giving away a red. There's a Sony blanket.
There's a Black Magic
I
over.
Think there is a Black Magic over here. Like, the truth is that for me, it's just about the best tool.
Brandon does not discriminate.
I don't. I think all cameras are great. It's just literally what's the best tool. But yeah, our purpose right now is really just to give back. And so if you do enter once, you can win a second time. You can be entered in again. However, we have already planned out some additional entries. So there will be moments throughout the month where we will release a way for you to get more entries. And so when those times happen, like, for example, we're going to be doing one very soon on our next live stream, or our next Friday, we're doing another live stream. We're going to give out a code that's going to give out some extra entries. So I do strongly recommend that you guys should definitely keep your notification bells turned on, you stay subscribed, and that you're here for the events. You're following on Instagram. You're checking out the stories on Instagram, because a lot of stuff is going to be happening this month. Because again, the goal is just to try to help you guys out as best we possibly can. Going all in for the fam this holiday season. All right, let's see. What other questions do we have? Yep.
Just for a quick deal, because this video just dropped today. And if you want to look for Wooden Fluff, we were just talking about this Wooden Fluff. His question was, or I'm assuming could be she, not camera related, but your thoughts on the Cybertruck. It's so crazy. They announced that Cybertruck. It's probably like a little bit up. They announced the Cybertruck 4 years ago, and it started to become like this thing of like, was this thing ever gonna release? And so if you haven't seen it, we're big fans of the MKBHD channel, and Marquez literally put out a video of his review unit of the Cybertruck, and I got to be honest, the thing looks pretty awesome. So Brandon, yeah, we talked about it a little bit. What are you thinking? You thinking the Cybertruck might be on pre-order? You think you see it in your future?
You know, I have an obsession, and it's very clear what it is. It's camera gear. I'm you know what? I'm just not that interested. It's a really, I know it's gonna make somebody feel some type of way in the comments, but
but it's really the perfect zombie vehicle. You want to know why?
You know what?
Because what did you hear today about it?
I did hear that it was bulletproof, and that I don't know why. Maybe bulletproof.
Allegedly.
I'm sure the videos are gonna come out very soon. Someone's gonna buy it and test that theory.
Just like it's like shatterproof, the windows.
Well, that didn't go so well the first time. But no, I definitely think that, the only thing that really made me interested in it is just like, I think it might be a really good video production vehicle. And so, like, hear me out. You need to have all of your gear in there. It's all safe. You got cameras all the way around it. So if anything happens, everything's recorded. You also can plug power in. So if you need to power your stuff, you can power it. Like,
you'd be a walking billboard.
I mean, yes, that is
everybody would know.
Yes. And that's the best part. You could probably put your business's logo on the side, and you would get everyone's attention. Like, first set of Cybertrucks on the road are gonna have everybody stopping. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, can't spend too much time on that topic because we're here for the 25 days of Christmas, but we're somewhat interested.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right. I'm gonna go through and see if I can find some more questions. I know. Go ahead.
Someone Mr. Pulse is asking a question about Panasonic, the Lumix 85. The tough part is, and I got to be honest, Brandon has way more camera gear knowledge than I do. I don't have enough knowledge on the Panasonic Lumix 85 to be able to say a good lens for it. But do you have any thoughts on that, Brandon?
I'm not a big Panasonic user. Full transparency. I mean, I've shot with the Lumix system, and it's a great system. Don't get me wrong. My biggest thing when it comes to cameras, and especially when it comes to like picking out the right lenses for your gear, is at this point in time, all cameras are great. Like, let's just be 100% real. No matter which brand you pick up, almost any camera that's been released in the last 2 years is really going to do it for you. I think what it really comes down to it when it comes to lenses and gear is what helps you to do the job better. And so if you can find a piece of gear that helps you out, that lets the job work a lot better, um, then yeah, I'm gonna probably say that that's gonna be fine. If you like the Lumix 85, roll with it. The truth is that right now we're in such a golden age of cameras where the only real big separation is the creator and what you can get out of it. And so if that 85 looks good to you and you want to rock with it, now the one piece of advice I will give to anybody who's shopping for anything is rent it first. Rent it online. You can rent cameras and lenses for fairly inexpensive. A couple of the resources I use, like Lens Pro to Go, Lens Rentals, and Borrow Lenses. Those are probably the three biggest ones that are, especially because they ship all over the place. Now, if you do have local spots around you that can rent, that's normally a little bit cheaper. And I always recommend, just supporting local businesses. But ultimately, those are a really good spot to rent them. And I would highly, highly recommend rent a camera or a lens before you actually pull the trigger and buy it.
Very cool. I think the last question that I see, and if you guys have any more, definitely put them down in the comments. But the last one that I see is, hey, when are we having this giveaway? Is it happening on this live stream, or is there a different time that it's going to happen? Just so you can let the people know.
Yeah. So I personally am aiming right now to do the giveaway this evening. And the real reason behind that is I just want to give some last minute people some time to get entered. As you guys have heard, the link is down below. You guys should definitely be signing up. You should definitely get into the giveaway because I want to make sure that people have that chance. Now, the time we're gonna do the giveaway will almost always be somewhere in the evening. Again, this is real. I'm just a guy who's decided to give away a crap ton of gear. And so there's no massive company backing behind us. There's no like clock that we have to worry about. Even the sponsors have been really, really cool to like just sort of let us kind of do our own thing. And so I just want to give the most opportunity. I don't want to tell people that, sign up and I'll do the giveaway. And I do it at like 8 o'clock in the morning before they even have time to get signed up. But I want to make sure that people have that chance. So on this live stream here, we're really here to just answer those questions that you guys have about the live stream, talk a little bit about gear, and just ultimately just make sure that any questions you guys have about gear that we're giving away, how to make sure you're signed up, just making sure that we're having a really clear line of education, or not education, a clear line of communication that we can answer any questions that you guys have. I do have a question for you guys, though, that I need you guys to sign off in the chat about. How is this live stream going? The truth is that this is the first time we've done the live stream here in this office. And in fact, this is actually the first time I've done a live stream on my own channel in probably, I would say, about a year, 2 years, maybe.
Yeah.
And so, right now we're using StreamYard to be able to pull up you guys' questions. We're currently live streaming both here on YouTube and on the Creative Film Academy. We obviously have our 2 cameras, like Jarrell has his own camera. And so this is our first time doing this live stream. So I love to know like how the live stream is going. Does it sound good? Like we have obviously our mics running. I'm working on a video right now where I'm actually going to show off this entire office. I'm going to do a full office tour. But like having these cameras ready to go, like the truth is that we could do these live streams fairly regularly and really answer any questions that you guys have about video production, content creation, running your business. Because my biggest goal next year is just to provide even more value. And I know a lot of times when you're on YouTube, you can watch a video about someone teaching a topic, but you probably have a question. You might put it in the comments, and then there's probably a pretty low chance that you actually get that question answered. And so I want to make sure that I have a place like this for me to be able to answer questions that you guys have about your creative journey, because that's the reason why I started my channel. That's the reason why we actually run the Creative Film Academy. And ultimately, that's the reason why we want to start doing even more live streams, is because we want to make sure that we're providing as much value for you guys as possible. And any questions that you guys might have about running your business or video production, we can answer them right here.
Yeah, so some of the details, I saw a few questions about the actual giveaway. So just so you guys know, in the morning, we are always going to let you know what you can win. And because it's the 25 days of Christmas, you will literally be able to win something for the next 25 days. So if you don't win today, and when we pull the name in the evening, then it's all good. Check back in the morning. We are going to literally release a reel of who the winner is. And one of the big things, the way that we're going to know that you won is when you signed up through the service Glean, we are going to literally reach out to you. And by we, I mean Brandon. One of the really big things going on with giveaways, especially on YouTube and on the internet, is scams. And there are definitely going to be scam bots, and there's going to be people that are going to literally try to, con you guys. And so we want to make sure that you guys know that Brandon is verified, both on Instagram and where else, Brandon?
I'm verified on Instagram and I'm verified on YouTube. Sorry, I was looking at the comment section.
Yeah, perfect. And so Brandon's going to reach out to you specifically. And then there's a good chance that if you have questions or we need to work out some details, that you might get passed on to me. But the first line of communication will always be with Brandon. And also, if we do feature future live streams, we will also announce winners. So no one's gonna, it'll be public. No one's gonna reach out to you privately.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is if you get a message that said you won, if it's an email, it's a DM on Instagram, whatever, the very first thing you should do, and I want to scream this to the rooftops, is go check the social channels. If you go check on YouTube, or if you go check on Instagram, on YouTube, like on the YouTube channel, there's a community page. So you can go check there. But you can also go to Instagram, and we're going to be posting reels about just about every winner. And we're going to leave it up for the entire month. Now, I know this is going to flood my Instagram account, but I don't care. The most important thing to me here is that you know that you actually won, especially if I'm reaching out to you. I can't control bots. I can't control scammers. They're like, and it's happened before, unfortunately. And that's the reason why, like on Instagram, I went through like the whole process of getting verified. On YouTube, I went through the whole process of getting verified. A lot of that was because, unfortunately, in the past, people have been scammed when I wasn't even doing a giveaway. They were just commenting on all the videos with a bunch of bots saying you won. And unfortunately, what they try to do is they say you win a free camera or whatever, and then they tell you have to pay for shipping. That's not happening here. And that's one of the big reasons why we can't do international. And that's because we are trying to make sure that we hold the scam line like very, very strong to make sure that everyone knows that if you won, it's public, it's on every single platform. You will know, we will say your name, we'll say your location because you put all that stuff in on Glean when you sign up. But also, I want to make sure that it's very clear across the board that nobody gets scammed throughout this process, because the last thing I want to do is try to do something for good and give away a bunch of free gear, and I get an email or a DM or a text message from our team basically telling me that, somebody got scammed during the giveaway process. So very, very clear. I want to make sure everybody knows, do not get scammed. If I do not reach out to you, even my team, like Jarrell will probably help in the process of getting you the gear at some point, but the conversation will start with me. Like me, you know me from my channel. I'm talking to you now. The conversation will start with me. If it doesn't start with me, and I'm talking about like a video, a DM, a direct message, let's hop on a Zoom call. You'll see my face saying that you won a thing. And of course, we will not charge you for shipping. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Luis, you've been asking this question in a few different ways, wanting to know what the 7B is going into. Yes, we are going to the Podcaster Duo. And so one cool thing that I learned about the Podcaster Duo is it has a built-in, they probably don't call it a cloud lifter, but it has a built-in cloud lifter. And so it eliminates that need to give that extra juice to the SM7Bs. But yeah, I'm also rocking the pod mic. So it's a great, does it sound clean? Audio sound good?
Yeah, I've heard good things from the audio. I've heard that it sounds really good. All right, this was a question that somebody asked. So if you sign up for the CFA now, can you still get the extra entries, or is it too late? Bro?
Well, we got to let you know it's not too late, because we haven't even drawn for today, and this is day one. We would love for you to go sign up for the CFA, and then literally we have some special Brandon / holiday pricing that's only going to be available throughout this holiday season. So Brandon, let them know that how much they can get those extra entries for.
Yeah. So I do want to be clear about this though, really quick. Like the purpose of this giveaway is not to like sell members of the Creative Film Academy. Like the Creative Film Academy is built to help filmmakers take that next step in their journey. So like off top, if you are not interested in actually growing as a filmmaker or doing video production, I, I don't know if the CFA is actually right for you. Like the purpose for us is to just help people. So like if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. I don't want it to be like this hard sell or like this, like, what's the Gary V left jab, jab, right hook. Like this is not a right hook for us. Like that said, we do want to get back to our members of the Creative Film Academy. And so if you are a filmmaker and you are trying to grow your video production business, and like, because we have a lot of courses in there that, right now are, I mean, we're basically giving them almost away for free. It's kind of like I have an entire guide on business in there, an entire guide on how to shoot weddings, an entire guide on shooting real estate. And then of course we have our community tab. And so this is where the big deal is as far as getting those extra entries. If you are a member of the Creative Film Academy, right now, you can sign up. We do have some special pricing. And Jarrell, do me a favor. Get the link directly to the sign up page. And let's go ahead and just put that into the chat. So if anybody's interested, they can go ahead and sign up directly.
Great.
But while he's doing that, you can sign up and you will get those extra entries. I'll also let you know that throughout the month, and this has not been a surprise to anyone who is actually a member of the Creative Film Academy. We've been saying this throughout our community tab, because once you're a member of the Creative Film Academy, you gain access to our actual community tab as well. So it's like we have our own app, which some of you guys have already downloaded. And so once you get into the app, there's a community page, and in there you can ask me questions, ask questions to the group. We have conversations there. It's a really, really great community and a great place for us all to hang out. But once you're in there, you'll actually find that you can sign up, and you will find that the code for those extra entries are there. And once you get the extra entries, you got them. They're yours. You're going to be entered in that extra amount of time for the giveaway. But the thing that we've told our members is that throughout the month, we are going to be doing CFA member giveaways exclusively. Now, we're not publicizing this as much because I don't want people to get the wrong idea or think that, we're trying to coerce them into signing up for the CFA. What it really comes down to is like members of the CFA, they support our channel. We want to say thank you to them specifically. And so we are going to be doing some special 25 Days of Christmas giveaways specifically for CFA members. But to answer your question, if you do sign up right now, you will gain those extra entries, and you could sign up today. You can sign up tomorrow. However, I do recommend kind of signing up today if you're thinking about it, because that's just going to increase your chances of winning the gimbal that we're giving away today. So
yeah, another really cool thing. We believe so much in the CFA and how it can transform your business. Like I would have loved the CFA 10 years ago when I was starting off in weddings, or starting off literally and trying to book commercial clients, because it takes so much of the guesswork out on how much to charge and how do you find clients, and literally how, like, just so many different things. And so I would have loved to have it. Now, we believe in that product so much that some of the giveaways that we're going to be giving away in the 25 Days of Christmas will be yearly annual subscriptions to the CFA, because we want to see people literally explode in their business.
Yeah. So Gerald, by chance, did we get that link up in the chat?
Links in the chat.
Let's see. I think my chat might be a little bit behind. Someone says I don't see the link. So I'm monitoring all this stuff through StreamYard right now. So I think mine might be a little bit delayed. But let's see. We'll get that link in there. We'll make sure you guys have it. Also, I'll be sure to go ahead and add that link to the
I reposted
description
it
too.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Can you text me that link? I'm going to go ahead and make sure I put that into the description as well. So that way, if anybody wants to sign up for the CFA, they can. And I'm loving that people are telling us the audio sounds crispy. Crispy. CFA. Okay, this is, I know everybody, I've heard this one a lot. I gotta reference it.
Hey, Brandon.
So someone said,
do you think YouTube might be not showing links and comments? Have you heard about that?
I've not, but if you send it to me, I'll make sure that it's in the description.
It's so weird because I've posted it 3 times.
Because it's coming from you and it's not coming from me. So they don't want view, because you're logged in as you. You're not logged
Yes.
in as me. So yeah, text me that link and I'll
I
make sure
texted.
I
Yeah,
put it
you
in.
got it.
Okay, cool. I'll get that in.
Okay.
But yeah, somebody said every time I see CFA, I think of Chick-fil-A, which I thought was funny. And then they said CFA not closed on Sunday. And that's correct. Luis, you got it. My CFA is not closed on Sunday. Honestly, Sunday is when I spend most of my time in the Creative Fam Academy, especially on the app, going through the comment section and editing and answering questions and stuff like that, because I have a little bit more free time on Sunday. But yeah, no, the Creative Fam Academy is not closed on Sunday. Although, full transparency, I'm normally craving some Chick-fil-A because it always seems to like hit on Sunday. I think my brain just knows. All right, let's see. I will get that link put up in here. Jarrell, do me a favor. Take over for just a moment so I can get that link. So that way anybody who's interested can go ahead and hop on that.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, thank you, Kip Jackson. The aesthetics in the studio space is nice. Yeah, Brandon's been working a long time on this office. I know, what was it? Maybe like 3-4 months ago now, there was just this kind of shift of saying like, hey, let's make this super functional. Like, let's mount cameras to the wall. Let's, instead of having stands for the lights, like literally, let's get some like butterfly clips and let's put them up on the drop ceiling. And so Brandon's been working hard to make this office look really cool. And if you've been watching any of his new content, he's been dropping a few videos lately. He's even switched up the direction of which he's shooting into the office. And so, yeah, it's a really cool spot. So thank you for noticing all the hard work he's putting into that. And then let's see. Yeah, and just to be clear, this giveaway is free for the 25 days of Christmas. It's free. Like, you do not have to be a member of the CFA. All you have to do is click on the link, which Brandon's working on right now. It's going to ask you, to subscribe. It's going to ask some that we have. Those will give you some more entries, but we just want you, you don't have to do anything else, anything that costs money to be able to be entered, but we want to give you guys options for you to be able to get more entries, and because we want you to get some free gear into your hands. And so one of the things I want to do is, I brought this in a little bit ago if you were in the stream, but I want to show off some of the things that we're going to be giving away. And so the very first thing, that this isn't going today, the Weeble 3S is going to be going today, but we are going to be giving away this backpack. Now, what I love about this backpack is the hard shell case in the front that's going to help project your gear. But what I also love, as I get this thing open, is literally, there is a place for laptop, cable, gears, all this sort of stuff. If you've been on B&H or even on Amazon and you've seen the prices of just ways to be able to carry your gear, dude, backpacks can be $50 to $300. And so what I love about this is not only is it a cool backpack, I love this color. It's an awesome backpack. So we'll be giving away this backpack. Obviously, we've talked about this on the live stream before, but we're giving away DaVinci Resolve, the studio version. And so 18. And so that's going to be really cool. And one of the things that I love a lot, I actually don't have access to them because we're actually, they're off in a different space, but we're also giving away some lighting. And so we're going to be giving away some lighting tubes from Nanlite. And so many different really cool things that we're going to be giving away all throughout the month. And so, yeah. So Brandon, take it away.
Yeah. So now if you guys do go in, you can see I got the link added in. Thank you guys for your patience while I took care of that. But yeah, like as Jarrell was saying, we have so much awesome stuff to give away this holiday season. This setup, this office, the 25 days of Christmas, the Creative Fam Academy, all of this has just been my way of trying to just get back this season. This next year, I already set my goals and we're already playing around with different ways for us to continue to enhance people's lives and help make people become better videographers. Because, I had a conversation the other day with a good friend of mine who, we're both in this video production space. And we were just talking about how this journey of being a full-time creator can be very challenging. It can be difficult at times. you have the best intentions and you're trying to get clients and, you're trying to get the right gear and try to get the best shots and all these things. But the truth is that sometimes it can just be difficult. It can be a difficult process. And so through my channel, I've always tried to help on the education side. Through the CFA, we try to go even further. And now through this giveaway, we're trying to go even further. But this is not where we're stopping. Next year, we're planning to go even further. So we're going to just keep trying to do things in order to help you guys out as best we can. I want to do a quick rapid fire because the truth is that like Jarrell has because we're working professionals. So I do this YouTube, but then we're also working professionals. So Jarrell literally has a job to get to here pretty soon. I have some work that I need to get to as well. And so I want to do some quick rapid fire, answer some questions for you guys. Quickly sound off in the comment section. We're going to do like a last minute rapid fire. Let's answer some questions. Let's make sure that everybody gets their last minute questions answered because we are going to get ready to wrap up this live stream. So I want to make sure everyone's aware of that really quick. Anybody who's asking about the link now, though, the link it's been pinned to the chat. But it has, and this is the link for the CFA. For those who are interested in signing up for the CFA, this is a link to the CFA, which has been pinned. But then also, I put it in the description. So if you happen to be watching this on the replay or something like that, it's in the description as well. I saw a question earlier about the room and the sound treatment. Yes, the room is sound treated. As you guys can see here and here, we have 2 sound panels on the wall. And then this whole wall slat here is actually, this is all sound treatment as well. And then, of course, we have furniture in here. I'm trying to do this all backwards.
Quick question, though.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear this fan?
Oh, I totally forgot. Okay, so
I don't know if you can hear it.
Actually, yeah.
That's some magic if you can.
Well, we got the road over here. I don't know if you guys can see this. I might be able to do like a little pan here to kind of show a little bit of what's happening. But yeah, we got the Rode Duo here. We're using these microphones. I have the Shure SM7B. He has the Rode Pod mic. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And so these should do a pretty good job at like eliminating some of that sound. But yeah, ultimately, hopefully the audio has sounded great throughout this entire stream. We're really excited. Kip asked a quick question. He says, are you guys using a switcher like an A10 mini right now for the live stream? We are. So right now I have 2 cameras. Actually I have a third source. I can hold up to 4 sources, but I have a third source, which is actually the laptop, because in the future I hope to do live demos and education and teach some editing and stuff like that. So that's also hooked up as well. But yeah, the sources allows me to do stuff like this. Switch to Jarrell, put Jarrell on camera.
Hey.
And then switch back to myself. And some people don't like that. Some people just like the hard cut. I don't know. Y'all tell me which looks better, hard cut or the fade. Actually, after doing that, I think I like the hard cut. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think.
Yeah, if this is your first time on the live stream, that's okay, because this isn't your first time live streaming, but this is the first time in a long time. So we are kind of figuring it out.
Perfect. All right. Yep. Ben says he likes the hard cut. I 100% agree. Hard cut back to me. Look at that. Boom. More people saying hard cut. Just do the hard cut. You guys got it. Going forward, we'll be doing just the hard. Jeez, everybody, it's unanimous. The hard cut has won. Okay.
The 1990s is the fade.
Okay, we've got to answer. I'm going to answer this guy's question because he's spamming the chat right now to make sure that we get this one. So, hey, what camera gear would you recommend for a beginner for documentaries under $1,000? What are you doing?
He said, am I wearing flip-flops?
Oh.
Thumbs up.
Ben asked. Ben did ask. But let's answer this $1,000 question. $1,000. That's tough. $1,000 for a documentary setup.
So here's the crazy part. $1,000 is it's doable. But you need a camera, you need a mic. And I would hate to say you could do it without a light, but you really need a light, even if it's a small one. So if you're thinking $1,000, we're obviously talking a kit lens, or are we talking the 50?
Okay, this is the only thing I can recommend. At $1,000, you're going to have to probably go used. I would say definitely go used market. I would not try to buy anything new at $1,000 budget. I would be looking at a used Sony A6000 or a used Blackmagic 4K, because you need to save as much money on the body. Because I know that question always asks, like, the reason why people ask is like, they're like, what body should I buy? The body's not really going to matter, honestly, at $1,000. What's going to matter is the lens. So I would try to get the best lens you can get, and then whatever money you got left over, use that to buy the camera body. But if you're trying to shoot a documentary and you have $1,000, I would honestly put a lot of planning and work into prepping for the documentary. So that way, you know exactly how long you're going to have it. And then rent the gear you need, spend that $1,000 on rented gear, because you're going to get way better equipment with $1,000 out of rented gear, which means now your documentary is going to look better. It's going to sound better. It's going to, I mean, everything about it will be better because you put in the work and planning it. And from there, use that documentary to financially support the next gear or the next job that you do, or to get yourself hired for another project. So $1,000 is a tough thing to say what to buy, but $1,000 as a rental budget, that's going to take you a long way. So that's what I would say.
Also, just a little bit in that, like, obviously everyone has budgets. We all have a starting place. We all started somewhere. Like, say I started on the Canon T2i. One of the things that I would suggest to you.
I started on the T2i.
Yeah. One thing I would suggest to you that you're really thinking about is so many times, if you don't buy the right thing, and this is why the rental space is so incredible, or even borrowing from friends, why the rental space is so good is because if you buy something that ultimately doesn't fit into a longer term plan, you're just going to buy it twice. And so that initial $1,000 you're going to spend, you're going to literally, like, my daughter just bought some $20 wireless mics off of Amazon. And I like tried to tell her, I was like, baby, I know you've been saving up. I know you want some wireless microphones, but it's $20. It's going to be trash. And they're trash. So word to the wise, like, just be careful with $1,000. Like, definitely rent, definitely borrow, so you can get enough money. Because reasonably speaking, you're going to want a few more $1,000 to be able to have gear that's going to produce the documentary that you want.
Now, the one reason though, I'm going to go back against myself just a slightly bit, because I saw your follow-up question is that you just want to learn. And so here's the one thing I would say is, if you're just trying to get a camera to start learning with, I know everybody hates this answer, but the truth is I would start with a phone. And the reason being is that a phone is going to take you a long way, because the better the camera you buy, let's say your budget jumps to $2,000. If you don't have the computer to manage that, if you don't have the hard drive systems to manage that, you're going to have a great camera. You might have some great footage, but then you can't edit it. You can't do anything with it. And so if you're just absolutely trying to get your hands on a camera to just start practicing, if you have a phone, maybe upgrade your phone, because everybody needs a phone today. I would maybe just start with a phone. $1,000 is just a really, really hard number to start at. But I understand the drive. Like, I started with my phone, and like literally I started with an iPhone. Like, it was like an iPhone 6 or something when I was first getting started. I had a T2i, but like, you know, with lenses and everything else, I was like, I'll use my phone too. And so I even started off playing around with my phone, and I would strongly recommend just start slow. But definitely, if you have an actual job that you're doing, like you're shooting a documentary, you have a project that you really want to work on, and you have a budget, I still say definitely go ahead and rent something.
Shameless plug time. You ready for it?
Okay.
You ready for it?
I'll let you go.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you. Like, if you're wanting to learn, that first $20 of the $1,000 that you're going to spend really should be in the CFA. And if it's not in the CFA, find something. Well, you're probably not going to find something that's going to be as educational, that's not going to spend all of your $1,000. That's the reason why, man, when we look on online courses, like, so much of the pricing of the CFA was birthed around this idea of, if you're going to spend thousands of dollars on education, or you're going to spend tens of thousands of dollars on film school, like, oh my goodness, like, you can't go into debt and then try to, like, literally build your way out of that and have to buy gear and acquire clients. And so really, that first $20 that you spend really should be in the CFA, because Brandon teaches how you can use your iPhones on professional gigs. actually, if you go on his YouTube channel, you can see where he shot fitness videos and real estate videos all on his iPhone and charge people money for it. And so that way you can literally build up money and then buy the gear that you want.
I'm not a big like plug person, but no, that I 100% agree with you. And that's actually something that I don't think we actually said live yet, but that the CFA right now is available at a special holiday price for $20. And it's $20 to gain access, $20 a month, let me put it that way. $20 a month to gain access to all of the content that's on there. And I know I've said it a couple times on this live stream, but man, we put so much content on that platform. I mean, full guides on how to start making money with your camera, lighting tutorials, shooting interviews. Like you said, documentaries. We have an entire guide on how to shoot interviews on there, and you get unlimited access. And as also mentioned, like we have our own app, so you can literally watch all that content on your phone. Take it with you on the go. Stream it to your TV if you want to. So there's a lot of educational stuff on there. And realistically, we priced it the way we did because I saw that there are a bunch of courses out there charging thousands and thousands of dollars to like learn one thing. It might be like a couple $100 to learn real estate, or a couple $100 to learn weddings, or a couple hundred or $1,000 to learn business. And I was like, why? Why is it that expensive? It's not that expensive to do this. So we priced it where it was more affordable, because the truth is when you're just starting out or you're growing your business, you don't want to invest all that into just the education, because you still got to invest a crap ton into gear, unless you win some free gear with the 25 Days of Christmas giveaway.
With that being said, Brandon.
You like how I brought that back around?
Oh, yeah, that was good. With that being said, Brandon, it looks like you have a friend that dropped in the chat.
Oh, who we got?
Looks like Robert Machado just dropped in.
Oh, Rob. Good friend Rob. Does it teach how to receive gifts? Ha, ha, ha. It does teach you how to receive gifts. In fact, we're giving away 25 gifts throughout the entire month, Rob. So thank you so much for hopping in. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Rob, he has an amazing channel on YouTube. We also did a collaboration about a year and a half-ish ago where we shot his Alexa Mini LF versus my Red V Raptor, which was a lot of fun. Still probably one of my top 10 favorite videos I've ever made on my channel, and I've made a crap ton of videos. But
hey, Rob, just a real personal shout out. You don't know me. I work with Brandon, but your video on your commercial, like the what was it? The dating one, and also the one on the food that you did recently. Yeah. Dude, it looks crazy. Like so good. Like awesome. You're great.
You have fans here at the B Wash Media CFA group. Jarrell definitely likes your stuff. And we keep an eye on you for sure. I got to get back down to Vegas though. We need to link up again. By the way, if you guys are ever interested in like Sony FS7s, FX9 type content, Rob knows what he's doing. I'll say that. I'll let you guys go watch it, because you'll definitely end up down a rabbit hole.
He's intermediate.
He's advanced, bro. Rob is advanced for sure.
No, we're just playing. Yeah, he is light years ahead of me.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this live stream. Thank you guys for making this fun and exciting for us. Like I said, it's our first time doing a live stream here in a very long time. But I think it went really well. Production-wise, I think it went great. I think, from sound, everybody seems to really have enjoyed it. Guys, still feel free, answer any questions, add any questions to the comment section. Obviously, after we leave this live stream, the comment section will still be open. So if you have any questions, definitely go ahead and put those down there. And then thank you guys again so much for hopping in. Last thing I'll tell you, sign up to win some free gear. That's it. That's how we're going to go out. Sign up for some free gear. Drell?
Sign up for some free gear.
Links are in the description to sign up. Really, really excited. It says how/where do I get CFA for $20? That is, the link has been pinned, and it's also in the description. If you click on that link, it'll take you directly there. Oh, let me see. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong
and if we
one.
also didn't,
there we go.
If we also didn't answer your question, we will be revisiting some of this. We're going to leave the live stream up definitely check back out on this. We have jobs.
Yeah, we have projects on the calendar. Like we're trying to give away all this gear, do live streams, post YouTube videos, while also taking care of our clients. so yes, we will be very busy. For that reason, no, we will not be live streaming every single day, but make sure your bell is turned on because we will be doing some special live streams. And in some of those live streams, we will be doing some bonus giveaways. So I would highly recommend that if you get a notification saying that we are going live, that you tune in. This was sort of like our test, but the next one's going to be special. I would strongly recommend that you have your bell notification turned on. Just saying. Okay. Back to the last thing.
Peace.
Sign up for some free gear.
Sign up for some
free gear. Sign up. Get the free gear. All right. Catch you guys later. Peace.